Go ahead, Cookie.
Oh, well, going back to the question, I first of all, I know double standards exist,
Don't get them.
whether they're uh, acknowledged or not is on the person. But double standards do exist. I grew up in a double standard household. There was female brothers that did certain stuff. We did certain stuff. Sometimes the roles got crossed because my dad just wanted us to be able to take care of ourselves. But as far as the man's loyalty being tested, I don't. I hate to be a son, and I don't want to be this female. Now, does anybody know when that video was taken? Was that taken during the separation?
That video
No,
was
that was
that was like
might have been about a year ago. Yeah,
Oh,
but
does
when
anybody know how long have they been separated?
to
I don't know how long they've been separated. I didn't know they were separated, but apparently they've been separated for a little bit.
Okay, so my point is, I don't think that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and I hate to be this person, but I kind of was looking at the whole situation, and like her aesthetic changed. Well, it wasn't just Chance's money that changed during their relationship. Her aesthetic changed a lot, if you know what I mean. I don't like to shame people
What you mean in a good way, or bad way?
in a bad way.
She
Like,
got chunky.
I thought I saw some pictures
yeah,
of her slim down when I looked at her page today.
no, man,
Huh?
not like she was.
Well, I haven't been following her, so I don't know how.
I'm not saying it's 100% the reason, but if you're having issues with fidelity, and if you got this $1 million person where you could probably maybe hire a nanny, and there's things that he could do for you to look a certain type of way, and
And the
you wonder
clubs he
why.
be at, they be bad ones. I've been to club before. They be yeah.
And the one, and then
Mm.
you wonder why he got a girl bent over at the beach that's got the waist of a Barbie. Like, it's just like, for me, I don't victim blame. I'm not saying she a victim either, but it just seems like to me that there's something deeper than him hunching a chick going on. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna say. But as far as women's loyalty being tested when her man has nothing, I'm assuming she was loyal to Chance before he got um famous, but she also looked a certain way when she was before Chance, before she could eat whatever she wanted, and so that go both ways for me. Yeah, everybody got to keep it up. So that's how I feel about it.
If you can eat noodles with him when he ain't got
I
nothing
think
in that
I think that
apartment but
loyalty.
some noodles, he'll be happy with that. That shows that man loyalty right there, that you don't really care about finances or going out to top expensive restaurants. If you don't have it at that time, you're fine with that. Being in the struggle with them, that's like being there from the beginning. I think men like that when they don't have anything particularly, or not, don't say anything, but they don't have as much as they would like to have, and you stick around for that time being for them, and you help them like develop what they like and what they need for themselves. I think they appreciate that.
Yeah,
Women show their loyalty when the man, I
but
think the man shows their loyalty once they become up there, because they have all these options now, because women are going to come rushing their way. When they have a lot of things, that's what attracts the women: the cars, the nice clothes, all that stuff. He's handsome, so he's going to have options at that point. And now his eye is wandering because he's like, oh, I got all these options. I ain't got to stick with you. So I
but
think
I
that's
mean,
some.
Chance been Chance for a long time now. It ain't like Chance blew up and then immediately left his gal. That's not what happened.
Mm-mm.
Like, I want to be realistic with it. You know what I mean? They were together. They got two kids. He married her immediately. He moved her in a high. Like, I'm a huge Chance the Rapper fan. So, and I follow them on Instagram. So my thing about it is, as you, like I said, I feel like when they had nothing, they had nothing. Like, but it's the same. My dad used to say, like, don't let somebody else money change you. You know what I mean? So just because Chance the one with the money don't mean that she didn't change either. That's all I'm trying to say. And I don't think that video has anything to do with them breaking up. I just think, maybe they grew apart.
I think somebody associated those two events together because that video came out, I think, shortly after they actually got married, and they were talking about it. But I
If he
don't know.
been doing stuff like that, that ain't new then.
But I would think that shit. Honestly, they broke up after he fell off. Because Chance ain't been relevant in damn near 3 years now.
Chance ain't been chancing for a minute.
Ever since he dropped that album talking about his wife, he ain't been hitting on nothing.
He must have said no to Diddy.
That part.
But yeah, man, it's certainly not. I'm with Trev on it. It's certainly not the way a husband is to behave. But this is an artist of the entertainment industry. Scenes like this is typical, especially in this genre of music. It tends to have provocative and trashy scenes. They come off as if the people in the video promote fornication or whole culture. But I haven't seen any other genres of music promote, this kind of behavior. I mean, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But the way our people do it, man, it's just crazy, which is unfortunate. So when you marry somebody in the industry, you have to be mindful of some of the scenes and some of the scripts some of these actors and take up as roles, and that the artists. I get y'all painting all these scenarios and asking about Usher and all this stuff. It's just, but I believe they've been married for 5 years, so I think she accepted that. I think they've been married long enough for her to be able to accept him being in scenes like this. But unfortunately, a lot of couples aren't able to stay married. I don't believe this scene was a deal breaker. Like I think Courtney said that.
I would argue. I don't even think this was consistent behavior. Yeah. Like this hasn't. We don't see videos. Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, you don't. I don't think that. I think there's something else that's not disclosed to the public. And if we sit long enough, we'll be able to. The details will come out. Well, but loyalty. But if I want to speak to loyalty, the thing about loyalty, yes, loyalty is tested in many ways. But it depends on the situation. When a man has nothing, I don't expect women these days to be loyal to him. I'm gonna just speak 100. When he ain't got shit, I don't expect women to be loyal to him. Not at least not in these days. Maybe back in the day, but not today. But if they do, that's great. It's rare to find. And if we find her, when we establish loyalty with her, whenever we got everything, and if let's say we fall off and we lose it all, then yeah, I most definitely believe women will be tested to be able to endure, the setbacks, of him losing it all and try to stay loyal and stay grounded. But when a man has it all, most definitely agree with that there's going to be some options that's going to come available for him. He's going to have to resist some temptation, and remain faithful, and stay true to his values and commitment. But in these days, loyalty is rare. It's very rare. And all I can say to the fellas is to stay grounded in the word and shield yourself from influences outside of your household.
Well, I was just reading this.
Hold on. Let me pull these pictures up real quick. So this is her.
Yeah, yeah. That's the old her, right?
Nah, these are the most recent pictures.
Oh, well, she's still
like this is in her stories.
Oh, so she did get back in shape. Well, like he said, it must be something else.